Liverpool rocked by shock twists on and off the pitch. Don't miss a second. Subscribe now for instant Reds updates, exclusives and breaking alerts. Liverpool to approve shock sale on one condition as FSG identify two dream replacements. Journalist Liverpool are ready to sell winger Cody Gakpo this summer on one crucial condition after he's largely failed to impress this season despite being handed opportunities by Arne Slot. The 26-year-old Dutch international signed for the Reds from PSV Eindhoven in a deal worth around £40 million in winter 2022, and he has gone through periods of good form at Anfield. However, Gakpo has struggled to fill the void that was left by Luis Diaz following his move to Bayern Munich. Gakpo has notched 5 Premier League goals this term, but his performances leave a lot to be desired, and he often comes in for criticism from supporters. According to journalist Pete O'Rourke, Liverpool are now considering selling Gakpo this summer, but only if they bring in a direct replacement. But an exit isn't a certainty, as his compatriot Slot continues to pick him. If Liverpool were to bring in another left-sided attacker in the summer, then maybe that potentially could open the door for a move away for Cody Gakpo, O'Rourke told Football Insider. But he's under contract until 2030. By all accounts, he remains happy at the club, even though he does come in for a bit of flack from some Liverpool fans for his performances. He's clearly still seen as a key man by Arne Slot because he keeps picking him. Liverpool inquire for Newcastle star amid Gakpo uncertainty. We can confirm that Liverpool, under owners Fenway Sports Group, are tracking multiple left-wing targets ahead of the summer transfer window. Team Talk transfer insider Graham Bailey revealed in an update earlier today that Liverpool have made inquiries for Newcastle star Anthony Gordon, who captured the attention of many with his stunning 4-goal haul against Qarabag. The England international is thought to be keen on a move to Anfield. However, Newcastle will not sell Gordon for anything less than an extraordinary fee this summer, per sources, who indicate it would take something close to the £125 million Liverpool paid for Alexander Isak to lure him away. Another player firmly on Liverpool's shortlist is RB Leipzig star Jan Diomande. The 19-year-old has set the Bundesliga alight this term, with 8 goals and 5 assists so far. Our transfer correspondent, Fraser Fletcher, revealed as far back as December 9th that Liverpool were in what he was told was almost daily contact with Diomande's representatives about a future move to Anfield. Diomande can play on the right or left flanks, so could replace Gakpo, or indeed Mo Salah, if the latter departs Anfield this summer. Latest Liverpool news: Nunez Prem return, Gomez exit update. Meanwhile, we have exclusively revealed that former Liverpool striker Darwin Nunez is seriously considering leaving Saudi club Al Hilal, despite only joining them last summer. A sensational Premier League return is on the cards, with 2 English clubs showing interest in the Uruguayan. In other news, reports suggest that Joe Gomez could be sold by Liverpool, as this summer represents their last chance to get a significant fee for his services. And interestingly, a European giant is looking to prize him away from Anfield. In another news shock salvation for Harvey Elliott, as Aston Villa career is saved by extraordinary Liverpool loan loophole. Aston Villa may have made it clear they have zero intentions of signing Harvey Elliott permanently this summer, but the midfielder can at least now enjoy a productive end to the season after a loan loophole in his move from Liverpool was uncovered, while one other potential summer transfer has now also been ruled out. The 22-year-old moved to Aston Villa on transfer deadline day in the summer, joining on an initial loan that would be made a permanent £35 million or €40 million or $47 million if he racked up a certain number of appearances under Unai Emery. However, with Emery quickly making it clear he did not fancy the player, nor would allow him to reach that total for Villa, Elliott has been left in career limbo given the deal contained no option for Liverpool to recall him. The conditions around triggering a permanent deal were understood to be set at 10 appearances, with that figure widely reported by multiple outlets. Stuck on 7 appearances for Villa, and with only 2 of those coming since the end of October, it really has been a season of waste for a star who was named Player of the Tournament at the Under-21s European Championships last summer and appeared set to take his career to the next level. However, the Birmingham Mail's John Townley has now revealed that the appearances total only applies to Premier League games, handing Elliott a genuine chance of playing a more prominent role over the remainder of the season. As it stands, Elliott has made just 4 appearances so far in the Premier League, meaning he could yet be involved on 5 more occasions across the club's final 12 league fixtures of the season. More importantly, he could still play for Villa as often as Emery selects him in the Europa League, a competition Villa will have high hopes of going deep into, and with the club already through to the last 16, where they will face one of PAOK, Celta Vigo, Lille or Red Star Belgrade. Second big summer transfer ruled out for Harvey Elliott. In the here and now, though, Elliott is currently nursing an injury expected to sideline him for another 2 weeks, with Emery confirming he would not be in the squad for Saturday's clash with Leeds at Villa Park. "He is injured now. He is not available because of injury," Emery told the media on Friday. "I was so clear 1 month ago. I think we must carry on and, of course, help him as much as we can. Then try to make him feel comfortable here. He is going to be available more or less to play in Europe. We are now in February, trying to focus on the Premier League, trying to focus on Europe." While Villa will not be signing him, one other side regularly mentioned with holding an interest in Elliott is Leeds United. However, according to BBC Radio Leeds' Adam Pope, a move to Elland Road is not on the summer agenda for Daniel Farke and co, who are likely to put their energies into other areas of the side. His ability, as testified by Emery, is not in question, and the England under-21 international has time on his side to keep improving, Pope began. But Leeds United's priorities would appear to lie elsewhere this summer. A top-class goalkeeper and a striker, bearing in mind they were prepared to spend a similar amount to Elliott's valuation on Wolves' forward Jørgen Strand Larsen before his move to Crystal Palace, is where I would expect to see the bulk of a transfer kitty spent. Asked again about midfield additions, Pope believes that is one area of the field in which Leeds are well stocked. "I say that because the midfield is where United have a lot of resources, with Sean Longstaff and Anton Stach contracted until 2029 and Autanaka until 2028. I believe Elliott would enhance the squad as it stands, in my opinion, but at this stage it is a hypothetical question as to whether he is under consideration with Leeds' Premier League status needing securing." Villa, Liverpool do battle for Spurs star. Shock move on for Jadon Sancho. Meanwhile, Villa and Leeds have made fresh checks on a Czech attacking midfielder putting up incredible numbers in League One right now. Though Crystal Palace pose a threat, sources have told Team Talk. Emery is also thought to be keen on adding more quality to his midfield ranks this summer, and sources can reveal that Aston Villa are continuing to keep a close eye on Lucas Bergvall's situation and could test Tottenham's resolve if an opportunity presents itself in the summer. Liverpool, however, are also understood to be keen and are also poised to join the race to sign the all-action Swedish midfielder. Elsewhere, we can reveal that surprise talks are underway between Jadon Sancho and one of his former clubs over a surprise summer move. And while we understand Emery is also keen to explore the conditions around a permanent deal for a winger who will be available on a free, we can reveal they are far from the only side in the mix for his signature, with 3 other Italian sides also keen. In another news shock, Liverpool sale gathers pace as Real Madrid finally agree on centre-back signing. Liverpool could offload their longest-serving player at season's end, while Real Madrid have thrown a spanner in the Reds' centre-back plans, and there's a huge update on Darwin Nunez returning to the Premier League. Liverpool to sell Joe Gomez. The latest from Court Offside states Liverpool are keen to reshape their backline with much younger profiles, and club stalwart Joe Gomez is on the chopping block. The ultra-versatile Gomez is currently Liverpool's longest-serving player, aside from those who've been on the books as youth team players. Gomez moved to Anfield in 2015 and even predates Jurgen Klopp's arrival. But after more than a decade on Merseyside, the time may have finally come to experience a new chapter elsewhere. The report claimed Gomez is no longer seen as indispensable but rather as a valuable market asset. With his contract expiring in 2027, the summer of 2026 is viewed as the last major opportunity for the club to secure a significant transfer fee. Serie A giants AC Milan are known to hold long-standing interest in the 28-year-old. Real Madrid agree on centre-back signing Spanish outlet AS, and the usually reliable Jose Felix Diaz state Real Madrid have finally determined which centre-back they should sign next summer, and the call affects Liverpool. Ibrahima Konate is probably the name you're expecting to read at this point, given Real's well-documented interest in the Frenchman, who is on course to leave via free agency in the summer. But per the report, Real's key decision-makers have instead put their weight behind a move for Borussia Dortmund's Nico Schlotterbeck, who Liverpool have looked into signing after missing out on Marc Guehi. The report stated, the Borussia Dortmund centre-back's contract expires in 2027, and those in charge at the German club are clear that given his refusal to renew, the only alternative is to sell him. In fact, they are already scouring the market for left-footed centre-backs in search of a replacement. As continued, what has changed in recent weeks regarding the German centre-back compared to other players? Real Madrid has intensified its monitoring of him, and reports are increasingly positive about the German international's performances, who could leave this summer. Because of Schlotterbeck's contract situation, a deal can reportedly be made for around 50 million, which is some way below the German's true market value if Dortmund were in a stronger bargaining position. Darwin Nunez return. In other news, we can exclusively reveal Tottenham and Newcastle have been spoken to by intermediaries regarding the potential return of Darwin Nunez to England. The former Liverpool striker is perplexed at why his Al Hilal side signed Karim Benzema in January, a move that has resulted in Nunez being omitted from their squad for Saudi Pro League matches. A quick-fire departure from the Middle East is now on the cards, and the full update regarding the chaotic frontman can be found here.